What's up everyone, this is your girl, She's a Maniac here with an edit overview video. These edit overviews are just a behind the scenes look of previous edits I've already posted right here on this channel. In these overviews, I will try my best to convey what my thought process was whilst creating said edit. Keep in mind y'all, these are not tutorials by any means. With that said, in this edit, I have to say I had so much fun playing around in this, and I think it's largely due to the heavy usage of Master Chief in this edit, as well as me finally playing around with some of the filters in the Capcut library. Now, a little background to what the heck is going on in this clip, y'all. I had just finished a round of Fall Guys, and since I was the ninth to finish out of 30, the game tossed me over to spectate this particular player who just kept falling several times throughout the round. It was unfortunate, but they ultimately got eliminated because they couldn't quite make it through. And though I felt bad, I had a good laugh watching them try again for several times in a row. And thus y'all, I had to clip it and make an edit out of it. Now at first I have to admit, I was quite overwhelmed with this clip. Like I said, in the original clip, this little guy just kept falling so many times and had so many funny moments to me that I couldn't stop laughing at the misfortune they endured. Terrible, I know. But as I said, I was kind of overwhelmed with that, and I didn't know exactly where I wanted to focus in the edit itself. So I had to put on my thinking cap, y'all, and do a little brainstorm on how I wanted to convey the funny in this edit. In the end, I decided to trim down this edit as much as possible by limiting the amount of falls to 4, as well as have those 4 moments be in sync with the Fall Guys in-game song. But before I can do any of that, I had to do some cutting to the original clip. Like I said earlier, the magic number was 4. And in the original clip, there was like at least 7 or 8 moments where this little bean just kept falling and falling. It was really rough. However, once that was all done, I chose the best 4 out of the original clip and placed each fall at the part of the song in the chorus where it goes. Doing this gave a good foundation to fill up the rest of the edit. Now, once I had all of those placed, I then filled in the clip with random moments that didn't particularly include any fall parts. Now, as y'all can see, I had to do a little bit of editing for some clips because I didn't want to keep using the same clips for every moment leading up to a fall. So I had to speed up or slow down those leading up to moments to fit the timing of each fall. I also sped up some of the fall clips to make the timing work with the song. Okay y'all, once I got that done, I felt this clip would do really well with some filters added in. So I got to digging in the Capcut library. Now like I said earlier, this was my first time actually using the Capcut library's filters. And I found myself kind of kicking my own butt for not using them sooner. Their library is pretty hefty with various pre-made filters that will kind of have you digging around for like some time. Though to be honest, when I got to this part of the editing, I was just clicking and sticking things in here, y'all. I mean, I wasn't trying to find the perfect one, but more so just the one that enhanced the clip to my eyes. In fact, I encourage anyone who feels like they have to spend hours to find the perfect filter or setting for any of the edits or projects or whatever may have you, to try just go with the flow and allow your eye and senses to take over instead of allowing the self-nagging we sometimes can feel in our heads during a project. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I don't always do this myself, but I try to keep it in mind. And to be even more honest with y'all, a lot of this was kind of a happy accident. The 70s filter here worked really well in conjunction with the one on top. It really just created a chef kiss moment for me because I didn't intend for those filters to work well together, but they kind of did. At least to me anyway. Comment below if you agree or if you disagree. Okay y'all, here's one of the biggest challenges I had while working on this edit, which funny enough is also one of my favorite parts of this edit. The Master Chief meme green screen. When I imported this meme into Capcut, I knew I was going to slap some animations on this sucker. However, the issue I ran into while tinkering with the green screen was the inability to use a fade in and a fade out animation on it at the same time. At first, and some of the editors might know what I'm talking about, at first I thought it had something to do with the timing settings where the animation's time could not overlap one another, but that wasn't the case. So what I ended up doing to solve the problem was to split the green screen meme in half. On the first half, I placed a pre-made fade in effect, and on the second part, I slapped a different pre-made fade out effect. This allowed me to be a little bit more creative with the animations without having to use one of Capcut's pre-made combo animations where they do a fade in and fade out effect in the same animation, which is good in some cases, but if you want to be a little more creative, you may not want to use the combo effect like that at all. And finally, the last thing I touched on this clip, y'all, was a dramatic conclusion for our little bean, them getting eliminated. Now, to achieve this, I screenshotted a moment when they were standing still at the beginning of the obstacle course, imported that screenshot into Capcut, then slapped a green screen of the iconic Fall Guys graphic where it goes like round over and the eliminated one on top. And to make it even more dramatic, I duplicated that screenshot in our work area, zapped the saturation out of the screenshot, applied the filter effect where it kind of flares out a bit on top to transition to a desaturated screenshot. And yeah, that's it. That's the gist of my thought process about how this edit came to existence. I usually start off with a task list of some sort when I do my edits. However, in this one, my approach was a little different. I found myself going more so with the flow and allowing myself to have fun and celebrate those happy accidents like the combination of filters and their interactions with the clips or memes or green screens. I hope this sort of behind the scenes look video was in some way insightful or helpful. Now, like I said, I don't do tutorials and I haven't done any tutorials yet, but if anybody wants an in-depth tutorial walkthrough or whatever may have you, let me know in the comments. Or if you just have some thoughts of your own opinions, or you want to even toss up some tips for editing, don't be shy to visit those comment sections as well and tell me all about it, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for sticking around to the end of this video. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel, y'all. And I appreciate all the support. So with all of that being said, I can't wait to see y'all in the next edit overview video. But until then, y'all, later days.